Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing okay. In today's video, I wanted to discuss the importance of being consistent and pushing through the difficult times on your journey to success. Look, it's no secret that it's very difficult to build something special and to see the results of your hard work. You're putting in so much effort on a consistent basis. You're doing long, hard days, and at this current moment, you're not seeing the fruit of your labor. You're not seeing the results of your hard work, and this can be very demoralizing. And a lot of guys will give up at this stage. They put in work for a short while and they don't see the results straight away, and subsequently they give up and they move on to the next thing. They're not willing to give enough time to their dream to get the result that they deserve. And this is something you want to avoid. This is a mistake that you want to learn from. You see other people, they will put in a little bit of effort for a few weeks, but then when they don't hit the result that they were looking for within that period of time, they say that it was a silly idea. The idea didn't work. But in actuality, the idea was fine. It was just that they didn't implement the idea for long enough. You see, success is like climbing a mountain. On your way up, after a few miles, you start to see the gravestones of people previously who tried to climb the mountain. You have a little look, you see their name and you see the idea that died with them, and you keep on going, you keep on going. A few more miles, more bodies, more gravestones, more people who got to that point and then gave up and allowed their dream to die. You keep going for a few more miles, you're seeing less bodies, but you're still seeing them. You're still seeing the gravestones, you're still seeing a lot of dead dreams. And there comes a point when you get so far up the mountain that you're not seeing any bodies, you're not seeing any gravestones for a while. And this is because only a certain amount of people get past that point. And there comes a point a few miles later where you can actually see some light, you can actually see some brightness, the light at the end of the tunnel. And you can see the people who didn't give up, and you can see them enjoying the fruits of their labor. It's a beautiful image. Now look, it's a metaphor, but hopefully you can understand what I'm trying to say. There are a lot of people who have fantastic ideas, and they could change the world, and they could have changed the world with their previously brilliant ideas. But the reality is, no matter how good your idea is, if you're not around for long enough to implement that idea, you're not going to have the impact that you want, and subsequently you're not going to achieve the things that you want or have the life that you want. You must be in it for the long run. You must make a pact with yourself that is not time-bound. You got to say, I'm going to give this particular thing a go until it works. Because when you box yourself in with an overly short period of time, you're almost not giving things a proper go. You're almost saying conditionally you will work hard. You're saying to yourself, I'm going to give this particular thing 1 year, and if it doesn't work within that 1 year, then I'm going to give up. Well, maybe it takes 1 year and 5 days. Maybe it takes 1 year and 6 months. And if you would have given it the proper time, it would turn into one of the most successful things you've ever done in your life. But sometimes this idea of only committing to something for a certain period of time is killing a lot of dreams and subsequently making the world a worse place. Especially so when you do this before you've even started. I don't mind putting time on something if you've given something a go for a consistent period of time. Like, for example, a YouTube channel. Like saying to yourself, I'm going to film YouTube videos for 10 years. And if by 10 years I've still got 4 subscribers, then maybe I'll pack it in because I'm no good. But we're not talking about 10 years. We're not talking about 20 years. We're talking about people saying that they're going to try something for 1 year. And look, that's not enough time. There are people climbing the mountain way ahead of you who've been going for way more than a year. What makes you think that 1 year is all you need to give to change your life for 50 years? It's naive. Seek comfort and get comfortable in the reality that it's gonna take longer than 1 year to change your life. You need to shift away from thinking that putting timestamps on everything is going to somehow speed up your results. In actuality, putting a time on all of your efforts and putting an amount of time on your new venture is actually going to do the opposite and slow you down. It's not going to give you the results that you expect. However, when you tell yourself that, look, I am going to give this thing a proper go until it works or until it burns, and that's it, you work differently. You don't make short-term erratic decisions. You curate what you are building with that little bit more detail. Like Michelangelo, you are building a beautiful sculpture and every single part is important. But if that guy, Michelangelo, had ridiculously short deadlines and he had to produce to the same standard within a shorter period of time, there would be a knock-on effect in regards to quality. That's why his work took a long time, but ultimately, when it was all said and done and the finished piece was produced, it was always to a caliber and quality that had almost never been seen before. So stop rushing. I get it. We want to make change in our life and we want to go quickly. We don't want to go in super slow mode and prolong success beyond the necessary time, but we also don't want to rush ourselves into extinction. And this is what a lot of guys are doing. They are trying to speed up the process of success and subsequently not doing the work that is necessary for a long enough period of time. Don't underestimate how long this is going to take. But look, if you're a serious guy and you really want to make impact and you really want to create change in the world and you care about what it is that you are building, you're not going to put a time frame on it because you know it's going to work eventually. And you'll be happy and content to work very hard until it works. So if that's your mindset, you're okay, keep going. But if you're under the impression watching this video right now that, putting these time marks or timestamps as to when you're going to give up your next idea before you've even started it, then you're looking at things from the wrong perspective. And I don't think that's a mindset that is going to garner much success, because you have one foot out the door before you've even bought the house. You need to buy the house first, get working, see how things are operating, and then maybe discuss a long-term date that you would be willing to invest until. But to start having ideas about your next venture and then tell yourself, I'm only going to give it 6 months or I'm only going to give it a year, you're already setting off to a terrible start. And there are people who have way more skin in the game than you do. They've been working for way longer than you have, and they're not even thinking about quitting or packing it in or moving on to the next thing. So switch on, because the reality is that it's going to take longer than you think it is. It's going to take longer to shape the life that you want and to hit the goals that you want to achieve than you think it does. But if you truly care about hitting those goals and you truly care about making a good impact and you believe in what it is that you are doing, it doesn't matter. Success is inevitable. It's just a matter of time. So keep going. And when you deserve it, your moment will come. Anyway, if you took some value from this video, guys, be sure to smash the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you are new around here, and comment your thoughts down below. I'd be really interested to hear what it is that you are looking to achieve within the next year. As always, guys, thank you for your time and your attention, and I will see you in the next one.